thinking back across the various brands where you've worked, what were the key factors that determined success in driving demand and traffic and improving ROI on your marketing spend? Or excuse me, proving marketing ROI on your marketing spend.
And we only have 1 hour, huh? Excuse me. So, look, I think it a lot has to do with not only the brand, but also the time in life that we were, doing this. If you go back to the early parts of my career, after I gave up public accounting, which thankfully I did, it was a catalog focused kinds of businesses that I was in. We were sending out millions and millions of 80-page or bigger, catalogs, and that was the main driver of the businesses that I worked in. As time evolved and got closer to what I like to say is the turn of the century, when we got to 2000, it was this combination of direct mail, catalog, but also the web was becoming much more prominent. When I got to Brooks Brothers in 2000, they had already had a nascent website. We had stores, both full price and factory outlet stores, and we had a catalog. And so bringing these 4 channels essentially together were the ways that we were, driving, business. Fast forward to, 20 some odd years later, it's really not very different, though some businesses have moved away from paper and they're not nearly as reliant on catalogs as they used to be. There is this swing back to, some reliance on paper, whether it be direct mail, maybe it's fewer catalogs, maybe it's fewer pages, but paper, has kind of come back into fashion for a bit. And also, you've got stores and then, the web, which is, super important to almost every business that's out there.
Yeah, it's so interesting. What's old is new again, right? Because all these DTC brands came and said, oh, we're going to do it all with websites. And then they go, oh, you know what? Direct mail actually works. And guess what? We're going to open stores because people sometimes want to go in the store and check it out. And it's so interesting. And other retailers are closing stores. So it's kind of a weird cycle.
It goes into the life cycle of the business. You think about so many of these brands that started as digitally native, and I don't know for sure because I didn't work in any of the digitally native businesses, but I get the feeling that many of them thought that, geez, we are going to be digitally native. We're not going to need stores. We're not going to be paper. We're just going to allow digital tactics to drive our business. But almost all of them that are still around at some moment in time realized that they needed the other legs in the stool to help get their name out and to drive business. So to your point, they opened stores. They went to catalogs. They went to, direct mail, so postcards and other kinds of things. And now all 3 of those, channels kind of play together.